sun sets on our last night in Guatemala for a bit. We're off to say hi to our friends, Dino and Maya.
Morning friends, today is the 1st of May 2025 and we have a good reason to change our bag today. So this is what it looks like and we'll see what it looks like later. Well, is this not a sign of too many sails, too much wind? So time for a change. Okay, my job for today, the 1st of May, was to make our flag a little bit more presentable. So we've replaced it with the Union Jack. Fortunately, we could not source the red ensign like the previous ones we had, but I'm sure this will do fine. As we're heading down the Rio Dolce River.
So here we are back in sunny Livingston by the sea. Anchor's down and we're just stopping the motors now. And then we're going to go ashore, check out and get on our way as soon as we possibly can. So there we are. We've already done 9.5 miles for the day, give or take, and for the month, because it's a new month. It's the 1st of May. Bye for now.
Guys, we're going to look for some food. Just a little hop.
Checked out. We found a lovely spot for a beer, which I wish we'd known about before. And got our documents stamped and signed and all the rest of it, and we're on our way. Commodore is partying. While we were having lunch, or not lunch, our beer, Sandra suggested that we just go across to Tres Puntas tonight. It's straight into wind, but it is sort of east, which is the direction we wish to move, and then set off early in the morning and see what the wind does for us in the morning. So that's the plan.
We left Dino's this morning, and so in total for the day and for the month we did 20.87 miles. We motored all the way.
So we've been up early this morning with the sun, and we've got the mainsail up, which is now it's just about 6:45. We're just rounding the point at the top end of Tres Puntas. And we've got wind, we've got pretty much 15 knots of wind. And I've got it set to 43, maybe 45. Let's set 45 to the wind. We're going to have to fine tune the jib just a little bit. We've got 5-ish knots. Unfortunately not really in the direction we wish to go. The waypoint at the Cayman Islands is up there, so we're about 45-50 degrees off it. Okay guys, it's Friday afternoon. We're having a very pleasant sail, if a little frustrating. The reason it's frustrating is because we can't go where we want to go. This is us down here, and this is the route from just outside Livingston to Grand Cayman, which is where we're going. And this dotted line here is the direct track there from where we are now. And as you can see, the wind, this is the wind vector here, is coming directly from where we want to go, which makes it very difficult. Fortunately, the wind is quite calm, 10 knots, so between 7 and 8, 10 knots, that sort of thing. And as a result, there's very little in the way of seas, and that means we can point reasonably close to the wind. But the problem is the wind is swinging about quite a bit, and as a result, we can get caught out if we try and sail too close to the wind. We already got caught out once. Okay, guys. The other day I fixed or glued this clip on using 5200, and also the one in Sandra's bathroom that had fallen off as well. So I showed you the video of me gluing them on and clamping them. I took the clamps off after a day or day and a half, something like that, and we didn't use the actual clips until last night. I used this one last night, and as you can see, it works fine. So pleased with that. Well, campers, it's what day is it? Saturday evening. The sun is low in the sky, not quite setting yet, but low in the sky, and we're coming up to something of a milestone. We're just approaching 400 miles to go. Believe it or not, we started off with 464 point something or other, and we've done 185 miles, 186 miles virtually, and all we've managed to take off is 64 miles. So it is a long old journey. So into wind, the way where we want to go is this dotted line here. That's where we want to go, and that's where the wind is coming from exactly. So it's somewhat problematic, but it is what it is, isn't it, Commodore?
Yes, you just go with the flow.
Yep.
Go with the wind flow.
And we're just sidling on up here close to this this reef up here, this bunch of islands. So that we missed another reef that's over here somewhere when we go about and head off sort of towards Honduras for a while. I found out not so bad. We've had a lot of problems with the batteries, which have led to the chart plotter and all the instruments confusing me off by knocking off and then rebooting. Fortunately, they've all come back, but not the depth gauge, and that is somewhat worrying because it's a very important instrument when you approach land. And there we have it. We've just got about a few moments ago. We're still heading towards the waypoint, which is nice, and the distance is reducing, and we're hitting the 400 miles mark, which is excellent. Well, it's not excellent, it's moving in the right direction. It's a milestone. We look forward to 300 miles.
No, we look forward to 0 miles.
Yeah, we do. I don't know. Well, I didn't mention, during the day this morning, while I was asleep, the lazy boys on the port side gave up the ghost, so we're going to have to find a way of fixing those. Well, the dawn is breaking on Sunday the 4th of May. We're heading down towards Utila in the Bay Islands of Honduras. The wind has come down to 10 to 15 knots. It was 20 knots plus for a lot of the night, and as a result, quite big waves, which are now dying down. It's nowhere nearly as rough as it was, I'm pleased to say. Okay, good morning everybody. It's Sunday the 4th of May, and it's basically a beautiful morning on the ocean, except for the fact that we've got very little wind. We've got 5 or 6 knots, which is pretty much just about enough to sail. But if you look at the yellow indicator, it's swinging about all over the shop, and it makes it basically impossible to sail. Well, just realised I'm sitting here, thumb up, bum and mind in neutral, and not noticing that the depth gauge has started working again. So that is a huge relief. I cannot tell you how much of a relief that is. It's so difficult in shallow water and around reefs and things like that if you don't know what the depth is below you. It's very intimidating. But anyway, it's come back. Well, good afternoon, campers. It's just gone 1 o'clock our time, 1900 GMT, and we motored all morning, long time, because there was either no wind or it was so variable it was impossible to sail. I woke half an hour or so ago, maybe a bit more, to discover that we had about 10 knots of wind. And look at the yellow pointer, it's still bouncing around a bit, but it's close enough to, or it's stable enough to allow us to sail. And bizarrely, it's coming out of the north. So that is allowing us to sail in the direction we wish to go. This dotted line here, dotted black line here, is the direct route to where we're going. So, the first time since we set off, we're actually sailing pretty much directly to where we want to go. Commodore, what's occurring now?
Oh, our first lunch since we're on the water.
First Sunday lunch. Yeah.
First Sunday lunch out on the water.
And we cooked a beautiful spread as always.
Nice buffet, homemade buffet by chef. Good chef.
We did a bit of
a dual chef mission.
And we're sitting out on our back patio in lovely weather. Well, we're now on 364 miles to our destination, which is 100 less than it was on Friday morning. Progress, despite the fact we've done 274 miles, we've only made 100 miles in the direction of our destination. But we're going not quite directly there, but we're doing pretty well at the moment. So, time for a celebration. Bye for now. It's Monday morning and it's been a pretty rough old night, I have to say. This tack isn't quite so bad. Jack just at dawn. We're heading back down towards Rosetown again. Partly to get internet, partly to get some relief from the pounding we were getting. Unfortunately, it's taking us a bit further away from our destination, which is not ideal. It's been a strange old day. We had a very rough night on this tack actually, coming up this purple line up here. And then at dawn we tacked and went back down. Unfortunately that took us away from our destination in Grand Cayman. But we got some internet and got a few things sorted out, so that was very useful. The wind has now come around a bit, or back to it. It's now about 070. It's coming pretty much exactly from where we want to go. So the little arrow here. It's pretty breezy as well, about 20, 24 knots or so. Generally speaking it's been 20, although it's airing above 20. We've already got one reef in the Genoa and one reef in the main. You can see the top of the main does not go all the way to the top of the mast. And we're going along at something close to 7 knots, 6.5, 7 knots. It's very nice indeed. And I wouldn't say it's overly comfortable, but it's certainly not overly rough either.
Yes, we hit the 300.0 out of the 464 start 3 days ago. We hit Cayman Islands, so the wind's been playing around. However, we've been doing 6, 7, 8 knots. The wind's been playing between 20 and 25 knots.
Well, the sun comes up on Tuesday, the 6th of May. Been a pretty rough old night. We've made pretty good progress towards our destination. Not exactly going directly there still. We are 88 miles. And we're down to 270 to go. And as you can see, the sun rises in the east and we're flying quite close to it. So we're doing quite well.
Today's Tuesday, the 6th of May. I'm just indicating the 264 nautical mark as we set off on 464 on the 1st of May. So 6 days later, not much progress, but not too bad.
Okay guys, it's still Tuesday and it's turned into a beautiful day to be on the water. There's essentially not a cloud worth talking about in the sky, no squalls, no thunderstorms, nothing to see, and the sea has died down a bit, still a bit choppy but not bad at all. We've got 15 to 20 knots. I think I might need to jetty just another couple of turns, and we've got the whole ocean to ourselves. We're about 150 miles east of Cozumel, about 200 miles south of the southwest corner of Cuba, and 250 miles to go to Grand Cayman. So I've just been outside and done that little video from the outside. This is what it looks like on the inside. We're doing about 5 knots, give or take. It's up and down a fair bit. And this is Cozumel. We're here. Livingston's behind us. This is the corner of Cuba right here, and Cozumel is there. So making progress, but this is the direction that we're going in, this light blue line here, this blue line here, royal blue line, and clearly it's quite a difference between that and Grand Cayman. This is where we are now. Unfortunately I cannot get an updated forecast because my iridium has died, but you see we turned down here, yesterday lunchtime, 12:30 or so local, and we have made it up here. The predict wind people reckon that we could make that angle there, but that's just ridiculous, could not make that angle. If we go about, we'll end up coming away from the Cayman Islands. So I'm not sure what we'll do. As you see, as the week goes on, this is now Saturday the 10th, the wind becomes more southerly and we should be up here somewhere, or more likely up here, and that will allow us to go in a more easterly direction. So that's the plan for just now. Just stick on this heading and we'll see how it goes.